Forest walk near Lake Biwa in Shiga. Hello, my name is Sachiaki Takamiya, the author of Ikigai Diet and Ikigai Business. Today, I'd like to show you a forest called Shakunage Gorge in Hino Town. This is one of my favorite forests to go for walks. Now, I often go Satoyama walking, which means walking in the countryside, and I often go for walks around rice field or riverside and so on. But sometimes I come to forest, and forest walking is one of the best ways of spending your time especially in the autumn, because now the leaves are so beautiful. We have a lot of colored leaves now. So stick around. Okay, so let's start walking. There is a walking path here, not here yet, I think. So here, Yuhodo, it says Yuhodo here, which means a walking path. So we can go for a walk here, right? And we're getting into more like a kind of mountain path, and there is a bridge to cross a creek. Yes, it's a beautiful river. Around here we have a lot of broad-leaved trees, and therefore we can see a lot of colored leaves today. So I may have told you in some other videos that in Japan we have a lot of needle-leaved trees at the moment, because one time in our history the government decided to plant a lot of needle-leaved trees to build houses and so on. But soon after that, lumber industry is kind of deteriorated, and a lot of cheap wood started being imported from other countries, and then so now in the mountains all those trees are left, and there's no one to manage the forest. So we don't have enough broad leaves trees, but there are some areas where we can have broad leaf trees, and Shakunage Gorge is one of those forests. So that's one of the reasons why this is my favorite forest to come for a walk. With other forests we have a lot of cedar trees or Japanese cypress trees and so on. This year autumn leaves are a little earlier than usual. In Hino Town or in like Shiga Prefecture in general, leaves don't turn colors until the end of November. The end of November is the peak season for autumn leaves. But because we have had like a cold weather this year, now it's kind of getting a little close to the peak. Maybe next week will be the peak, but it's so 2 weeks maybe earlier than usual. I'm going to climb Mount Watamuki again this weekend. Actually on Saturday, yeah. And so I'm sure I'll see a lot of autumn leaves there because it's higher in altitude. Well, the top is 1,100 meters high. So we're basically climbing somewhere around 400 meters to 1,000 meters. But here is maybe around here is about 300 meters high or 250 meters high. So it's not high up in the mountains, but leaves are already turning colors now. Yeah, whenever I come to this forest, it always reminds me of Ghibli movies, you know? animations or cartoons, Hayao Miyazaki's cartoons, because there are a lot of scenes in the forest in his movies, especially, you know, Princess Mononoke. Princess Mononoke has a lot of scenes in the forest, and it has a lot of autumn leaves, and we might encounter some, you know, little creatures who live in the forest. You never know. They have a creek. Walking is a form of meditation as far as I'm concerned, but especially forest walking is probably the best walk that you can use as a form of meditation. You know, just being surrounded by all those trees, and you can hear the sound of the birds, and it's very soothing and yeah, quiet, and you feel you're in tune with nature. You kind of everything is like integrated. You are the part of the whole. Oh, we can see some fish. I don't know if you can see fish, but there are some fish in the river. There's a tree is falling down, so I'm gonna take another route here. The springtime is very nice to come here too, when you have all the new leaves. So autumn, both autumn and spring, really fantastic to take a walk in this forest. And great thing about living in Hino Town is that, you know, you can just come here very easily. It just took me about 5 minutes by car, and I can come here by bicycle too. And if I cycle, maybe it takes about 20 to 30 minutes, because there's an uphill. I need to cycle uphill for a long time, but I can probably come here on foot too. I've never walked here before, so I don't know how long it takes, but judging from how long it takes by bicycle, maybe, yeah, it probably takes about the same amount, about 30 minutes, because like up, as I said, it's uphill, so you can kind of walk up, and maybe the speed of walking uphill is the same as cycling uphill. Yeah, when I go to other Satoyama walking, like, you know, walking along rice field, it's very close to my house. I mean, I can just even go for a walk in my coffee break, you know, during my like afternoon coffee break, or even after lunch, or yeah, even just when I'm just a little tired, you know, after like doing a lot of writing or something, and then you just want to take a break or just to change your mood, then I can just go for a walk for like 10 minutes or 20 minutes and then come back and feel completely refreshed. So yeah, it is great. I was just wondering because I can't remember which way it was. I mean, I can keep going, but then I would have to kind of climb up a hill to come down to the other side of the forest. And then, but, so today I'll maybe take this road in case if it is blocked, or the other time there's a bridge to cross the river. Actually, we'll actually come to a pond, and then there was a bridge to cross the pond, but sometimes the bridge is broken or something, and then so in case if I cannot cross the bridge, I cross the bridge now to get to the other side, because there is my favorite spot by the pond on this side of the river. I'm still not used to using this selfie stick or selfie pod, you call it, and I only started using it like a few weeks ago, and this is probably the fourth maybe shooting I've done since I bought this. And whether, you know, which is easier to carry it by your left hand or by right hand, and also where to look, you know, like in the beginning I was looking at the screen because then you can see your face and you can kind of see how you're speaking. But then when you actually look at the screen, then when you watch the video, you're not looking at your audience, right? And so I need to look at the lens, which is a little difficult because you see your face on the screen, and yeah, it's very easy to look at your face, but I need to keep looking at the lens when I speak. Yes. It doesn't become like that when I actually use a tripod to shoot my scene. I suppose maybe I'm a little farther away from the lens, therefore even though I'm looking at the screen, it doesn't appear that I'm not looking at you. But because with this selfie stick, the distance is so close that if just little angle change can be visible. Yes. So now we came to the pond. You can see the pond on this side. Yeah, this pond is my favorite spot in Hino Town. Also, I discovered that there's a way to dub your voiceover on your video later on, but I don't know how to do it yet. But I saw other YouTubers doing it, so there should be a way to do it. And then once I can do that, then I don't need to worry too much about speaking while I'm shooting the video. And if that is possible, then it's so much easier because you can always edit later on, and it is kind of difficult to think of what to say while you're walking and when you know, on the spot. Yeah, I'm one of those people who are not that spontaneous. I mean, I can be spontaneous, but usually I like to prepare things. When I give lectures and things, I always prepare. I always, prepare PowerPoint slide and things. But because when I look at the PowerPoint slide, then the key words, then that is a trigger for me to remember what to say. Yeah, but without having any script, it's difficult to think of what to say, or sometimes you lose track of your organizations of your thought and everything, and yeah. So this is the pond, my favorite location in Hino Town. Beautiful, isn't it? It is crystal clear. We can see the bottom of the pond. And great things about is there's no one here. You know, whenever I come here, there is always nobody. I mean, occasionally there is like one or two people, but most of the time it is just completely empty, quiet. I can be here just by myself, and it's yeah, great place. It's just like feel like you're walking in your own garden. Yeah, and here's a nice seat. So I'm thinking of videotaping a lot of scenes around here or somewhere. This place is okay. I wonder which spot is the best, because I'd like to, oh yeah, there is this autumn leaves. The angle, okay, if I look like that, okay, that's one way, and or if I'm standing, and this can be nice. And those are, I should have brought a chair actually with me, then I could sit anywhere to videotape, but it's too much sun, too bright here. So since the sun is that side, maybe it's better to shoot from this side. So I wonder if we can go all the way back there, if there is a spot, because there are a lot of these momiji trees, which has a beautiful red leaves. It is nice to shoot a scene with this momiji leaves in the background. Oh, there's a nice stone. I can sit on that stone and maybe take a video, because there are a lot of beautiful trees. How about here? If I sit here, oops, oh, that might be nice. Got some. So what I do is, I'm gonna need a tripod to do this scene. Okay, so I'm going to stop it now. Ikigai Diet. My name is Sachiaki Takamiya. I am the author of a book called Ikigai Diet. Alright, so I'm gonna head back to my car. Yes. So, yeah, you can kind of, you know, enjoy. Oh yeah, I'm gonna just check and see if the bridge that I was talking about earlier on is still there or not, because I don't know if there's a bridge, but maybe you can cross here because stream isn't so wide. That means I can kind of jump to the other side, and then you can find your way there. You can either cross there, or maybe over there is easier. Yeah, there is a, you can see Yuhodo. So yeah, that will take to the place where I was before. Okay, I'm gonna cross this bridge. Right, came here. Yeah, I've got to go uphill. Okay, so I'm going to just change the angle of camera again. So on the way back, I'm taking a different route. Just climb up this hill. There's a little steep uphill. Like this. Whew, whew. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Ah, all those mountains. And now it is downhill. Oh, we can see the pond. Yeah. All right. We'll go there. Whew. A lot of fallen leaves around here. Little slippy, need to be careful. There's some spider's net. All right. Here too. Okay. Come on, get the camera back to me. I don't know which side is better, to whether show your face or to just you know, put the camera forward and look the front part. I mean, personally, I don't think I don't always need to be in the video. I mean, I know a lot of YouTubers seem to shoot this way. They just always have their face and then they just talk. But I can always talk like this too. I can show the scenery and then give a narration in this way too, and still people understand what I'm saying. So I don't need to appear in the video. And I mean, for, you know, those young girls and stuff, I mean, there's some pretty girls who, you know, are pretty female YouTubers, and maybe, you know, by showing their face, maybe they get more viewers or something like that. But you know, it doesn't work with me in that case. So people probably don't want to see me that much. People are more interested in seeing the scenery and all the trees and river and stuff. So, but I'll just try this way today to see how it is different, because the other videos I shot, I was mostly shooting this way without my face. So tonight I can compare which way is better, which way looks better on the video. your arm gets tired after holding this selfie stick for a long time. You discover so many things as you start shooting YouTube videos. I mean, like small thing which you didn't realize, like how to hold your selfie stick and which angle you need to look at, and you know what happens if you keep holding it for a long time. And here it is okay because it's quiet in the forest, but if you are at a restaurant, for example, there's a noise from other people's conversation, and when I went to Kyoto, for example, at Starbucks and also at Fushimi Inari too, there are a lot of tourists, and then, you know, some babies are crying and stuff, and then it was difficult to shoot the scene, and I had to speak loudly to make sure that people can hear me. So yeah, you kind of discover a lot of things as you go by. So each time when I shoot a new video, I'm getting better at it. So yeah, please wait. I mean, you know, within a few months or so, I'm sure my video taking techniques will improve, and the quality of my videos will improve tremendously. I can guarantee. And also learning more editing techniques such as dubbing your voiceover, I should be able to make more well edited videos. Yeah, I think we came back to the place where I came back to the place where I was before. This was the original walking path. In Japan, we have a lot of mountains, and usually hiking means mountain climbing, but I prefer walking on a flat land to climbing up a mountain. So I usually walk along rice field, or come to a forest like this, but there aren't many forests which aren't mountains in Japan, so I'm lucky that we have this place like this to be able to walk in the forest, but the ground is kind of a flat, almost flat. Mind you, when Dutch family visited me, like last year, I took them to a mountain. It's a kind of the house where we used to live before, and then they were so surprised because in Holland they don't have mountains or even hills, so they hadn't really seen a place like that. So just looking at a mountain itself was very exotic for them. So for some people, maybe mountain climbing is more interesting, but I prefer walking on a flat land. But they were, I took them here too, and then I brought them here too, and then they were actually surprised to see a lot of trees which they didn't have in Holland. So I suppose we have different kinds of trees around here. I don't know much about the names of trees, so I can't really tell those trees are called what and so on, but if you see them, you should be able to tell whether those are the same trees you have or not. Alright, I think I'm coming back to the place where I started. I can now see my car over there, you know, see my car over there. So yeah, we came back to the place where I started. Okay, so this, I think this was a place where I kind of shot the first scene. So I'm gonna that yet. So thank you for watching today. My name is Sachiaki Takamiya, the author of Ikigai Diet and Ikigai Business. So that was Forest Walk near Lake Biwa in Shiga. If you like it, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.